Hey, Joelle! I heard you're retired from coaching affiliate marketers. Does that mean you'll finally shut up?
Welcome to my retirement party. It's been a long time coming. It's been a great ride. Some of you guys have been with me for years and years. Some of you just met me last week. So either way, awesome. Welcome to the retirement party. Now, this is going to be about how I scaled to 10K a month with affiliate marketing and why I'm retiring from it. So we're going to cover all bases here. Now, this is my retirement party. Okay, so welcome, official send-off for the affiliate marketing space. I'm going to explain everything I've ever learned about affiliate marketing. It's been a long time. I started back in 2019. For those that don't know me and maybe just met me yesterday, I spent 7 years in prison first. That's part of my journey. It has to be, because I used to be a drug addict, alcoholic, bad person all overall. When I was in prison, most of you know this story already, but when I was in prison, a guy came to me and handed me a book, and that book was called Rich Dad, Poor Dad. If you haven't read it yet, do so. It's going to change your life. And that's what it did for me, because it taught me about the real core problem that I had. It wasn't that I was on drugs and yes, those are problems, but it was my mindset and my approach to life, that I thought that I wasn't deserving of wealth and success and all these things. So my actions kind of echoed that, right? And that's most people. Most people, the reason that 99% of people are where they're at is because of their mindset. So fix that first before we move forward with anything else. Believe that you are deserving of success and deserving of the results that you want in your life. That's number one. There's no reason why it shouldn't be. I'm a freaking felon and I got the success, okay? Everybody can have it if you have the right mindset in place. All right, so tonight, I'm gonna give you everything I've learned, $10,000 per month. It's really not that hard to hit that level. I've gone as far as $100,000 in a single month. I made like 130,000. I think it was June of last year in a single month, which was like overwhelming. It was like way too much work. Never want to do it again. But but it's there. It's real. It happens. Okay. Now that wasn't just with affiliate marketing, to be totally transparent. I'll tell you guys all about that here in a second. So this isn't just going to be a how-to. This is also going to be a why. And by the end of this event, not only are you going to understand how I built my business, but why I'm walking away from affiliate marketing as a coach and mentor. I'll still be doing affiliate marketing. Why not? You're just making money off recommendations, like the easiest business ever. But as far as coaching it and teaching it exclusively, I have my reasons, and I'll discuss with you why I'm doing that, okay? So we're going to talk about my story. We're going to talk about the playbook, and we're going to talk about my transition. We'll cover all three of these tonight, all right? So here's what to expect. It's a value first presentation. I'm going to really unload on you. So don't sit there and think like, oh, it's just going to pitch me stuff. And it's just, blah, blah. This isn't like a webinar and just bore you with a bunch of crap. You know, I really actually want to teach you everything that I know about affiliate marketing. Now, we're also at the same time, we're not going to go into like the nuances, because there is thousands of nuances. Like I could sit here and build a funnel with you and it's going to take forever. So we'll just do like a high level overview. Everything else is up to you to take those notes, to take with them what you will, and you know, research these other processes and these other subjects, because you do need to get good at them. They talk about how to be an expert at something, it's like what, 10,000 hours of practice, right? So affiliate marketing is no different. If you're just going to come into affiliate marketing and you're just like, I'm just going to do it out of the gate with no skills. Some people even come to my space and they're like, I don't even know how to use a computer. I say, what the hell are you doing? It's just the worst business you can possibly have. You don't even know how to click a mouse yet. So just know where you're at in the journey and know that there's going to be a lot of stuff that you'll need to learn to get to that point. Okay. So every beginner with affiliate marketing, they say the same thing. This is going to be the first thing. They say, I don't know how to start. In the beginning, when I started coaching, not when I started doing affiliate marketing, because I used to say the same thing, but when I started coaching and people would come to me and they'd say, hey, I don't know how to start. Can you teach me? I didn't know how to interpret that. I didn't know what that meant. I thought it was Chinese. I'm like, what do you mean I don't know how to start? Because when I asked them, well, what is affiliate marketing to you? They would say, well, you get a like affiliate link and you turn around and you start promoting it to people. And when you make a sale, you get commissions. I'm like, well, that's it. So it's not that you don't know how to start. What that really means is you don't know what to sell. I figured it out. So many years. I was like, what the hell are they talking about? That's what you really mean, is that unfortunately, if you go on Google right now and you type in blah, 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 affiliate program, Everyone and their grandma has an affiliate program. Nike has an affiliate program. Apple has an affiliate program. Walmart and Amazon have affiliate programs. So you can pretty much sell anything you want. And so we as human beings have a problem. And that problem is when we're given way too many choices, we make no choices. Sucks, but it's part of being human. We make no choices when we're given all these choices. Okay? But I'm just here to tell you that that is normal. Let's see here. Some people coming in a little later. I'll stop and let them in. All right. So just know that that is normal. Okay. But I'm here to even answer that question. I'll even tell you what to sell because I really want to give you as much value as humanly possible when we're going through this. Okay. Now, I'm going to also give you guys a copy of all of this. I wrote this out. It took me forever, but I want you to read along with it. So that way you have your notes, your personal notes, and you have my own notes that I use to, write all this stuff out. So you have both. The majority of people who hit real numbers in affiliate marketing, 5, 10, 20K per month, they're selling make money online courses or opportunities. There you go. That's what you sell. Because if you sell anything else, it's going to be 10 times harder. And if you don't believe me, spend some time going on TikTok, on YouTube, on Instagram, and just look at the people who scream affiliate marketing and just look at what they're selling. I can almost guarantee it's some sort of make money online opportunity, probably affiliate marketing. It's probably the same thing that they've been selling. There's a reason for that. Okay. Yes, I know this sounds icky. And yes, nobody wants to admit it. And yes, it feels scammy. It gives the whole space a bad name. These things are true. Okay. You've heard all the naysayers that are maybe even in your own family. Oh, I heard that's a pyramid scheme and all that. It happens all the time. It happened in my family. Okay. When I first started it, my mom gave me an application for like Taco Bell or something. It's like, yeah, that's not going to work. I heard that's garbage, and gave me an application to go get a job. It's like, don't do that affiliate marketing stuff. Right. But if you strip away the emotion and look at the data, the patterns, the leaderboard names, the people actually quitting their jobs, actually making a career of affiliate marketing, I'm not saying there's not outliers, because I'm sure there is, okay? But most of the time, it is people who sold make money online opportunity, basically probably resold the exact same course that they bought. I'm sure there's a lot of people going, wow, he's right. I can't see some of your pictures. They're like, oh, he's not lying. That is the truth. So we're not here to argue with reality. We're here to just make love with reality and say, okay, it's true, reality, it's okay, right? It's okay. We have to just live with reality. They're all selling some version of a make money online offer, whether it's a course, a business opportunity, sometimes a software. I saw one guy making like some AI software that like, I don't even know what the hell it does. Somehow it was like making you money, and it was like emailing people for you and stuff. And it was like, what the hell? But why do people buy that? They want to make more money. It's just another make money opportunity. That guy's killing it right now. So that's where the money flows. We know that now. Also, it's where a lot of the biggest commissions get paid out, 40 and 50%. Sometimes all the way I've seen up to like 80%. Sometimes they'll let you resell the whole program and keep 100%. All the time. In the make money space, it's very common. When you do like Amazon affiliate, or some of these other affiliate programs, they might pay you like 3%. It's going to take forever to build wealth on that. Forever. Feel free to do it, but my God, if you can wait that long, awesome. I couldn't. I was trying to get the hell out of my job as fast as possible. So just sell a make money online thing. That's how most affiliates actually reach freedom. So here's the truth. The industry over promises on what you can sell. Okay. It's, oh, you can sell this and this and this. People think they'll crush it with random Amazon affiliate products, fitness supplements. I see those all the time on like ClickBank and stuff. But those niches are a bloodbath unless you already have traffic, content, or content today. So a lot of the biggest affiliates who are like on the leaderboards for, let's say, like ClickBank products, like weight loss, supplements and stuff, they have big websites and a lot of traffic already. So they've been established since like 99. Okay, you're not gonna compete with them. I'm sorry to tell you, they have an enormous amount of traffic to make those numbers work. If you're just starting off, you have to sell high-priced luxury, probably make money online courses where you make like 1,000, 2,000 per sale. There's a ton of them out there, so don't tell me that there's not any of them. There's a ton of them. I've even sold a few of them myself, so there's a ton. But that's your best bet. If your first goal is, I need to get the hell out of my job, then find one of those programs and sell the crap out of it. And I'm going to teach you how to sell it here. Okay. So I've shared it. I'll explain why I'm stepping away from teaching affiliate marketing, I'll say, and I'll introduce what I'm focused on next. There's something far more scalable, more automated, and more aligned with where I'm at in my business today. So for years, I taught affiliate marketing as a way to buy back your time, to stop trading hours for dollars and let automation work for you. That mission has changed, and what's changed is the vehicle. I still want to do that and help you guys do that. Specifically, I've been working with other types of people in the background, helping them do this, but it's the vehicle that's changed. I just don't feel like affiliate marketing is in a good place like it used to be, at least exclusively. Okay, I'll explain that in a little bit. The elephant in the room is this, and I talked about it earlier. It's about what to sell, right? What to sell? What do I sell? I've already answered this question, but I can't stress enough, if you're thinking of selling anything else and you're not going to be, if you're just going to be an affiliate marketer and you're not going to do any of these other things that I'm going to tell you later on, sell a make money online course. That's it. Be prepared for the trolls and all the people to be in your comments and tell you you're a scam. It's going to happen. That's okay. If you can still sleep at night, totally fine. All right. Happens to everyone. All right. That's all there is to it. That's the real bottleneck. If you don't know what to sell, you're going to be stuck forever. But I just told you, just sell that. The majority of people hitting those crazy numbers, 5, 10, 20K a month, they're just selling make money online courses. Right. So we'll skip to part 3 because we covered that. Then this is how to actually get traffic, because most of what affiliate marketers do, 90% of it just comes down to getting traffic. That's it. An affiliate marketer's job is the easiest job in the world. We just get traffic. That's all we do. Okay. But there's nuance to that, just like there's nuance to everything. If it was just that easy, and just get traffic, then everybody'd be super successful. But we know that's not true, because I keep hearing stories of people doing affiliate marketing and they're like, I get traffic, but I get no sales. I get a bunch of clicks, but I get no sales. Right. And there's a reason for that, because you can't just get traffic. Traffic alone doesn't make you money. Traffic is only half the game. You also need to have an ability, this is where the skills come in, to turn that traffic into buyers. That's a skill. Most of the time, people either don't want to learn that skill, or they know how to learn that skill. They know the skill and they just don't want to do it. It's absolutely insane. But I'm going to break it down for you, how to turn traffic into buyers. Okay. Now, traffic boils down to 2 different ways to get traffic, right? The 2 different categories. You have paid traffic, which costs money. You're going to pay for ads. Or you have free organic traffic, which costs time. So I'm sure a lot of you can already see the bottleneck. If you jump into affiliate marketing because you're broke and you're like, oh my God, I'm broke, I need to make money, I'm going to jump and do affiliate marketing. By the way, horrible idea. But that means you don't have money. So you're not going to be able to do paid traffic right from the get-go. Okay. So all you have then is free traffic. Now, I'll raise my hand here and say, that's how I started. I didn't have money. I spent my last few cents and pennies on the course that I bought at the time, which I think was a $9.97 course. Okay. But that was it. I think I had to sell a few things to even get into that course. But I did everything I could. I'm like, I need to make this happen. I'm going to buy this course and I'm going to watch it 10 times tonight. And I did. And I was like obsessed with that course. I wanted to learn everything about it and really get good at it. Okay. So if you're money poor, you are time rich most of the time. Okay. You should be, because what else are you doing? But even if, and the other side of this, and this is, now listen to this part, if you're time poor and you don't have a whole lot of time and you're super busy, you would think, okay, let me do paid traffic instead, right? But most people that I know, they either don't want to do paid traffic, or when they start to, they figure out it's kind of complicated. I love paid traffic. I love it. Once I got good at paid traffic, just doing Facebook ads and things like this, I got really lazy because it's so awesome. It's amazing. But paid traffic, when you're an affiliate marketer, it's really tough. Okay, so here it is. Why paid ads are hard for beginners. If you run paid ads and as an affiliate without your own products, your margins are razor thin. some of you've already done this. You've done paid ads for affiliate marketing. Let's say you sold some ClickBank stuff. You spent like $200 and made back like $150. It's very, very typical. Happens all the time. Because if you don't own your own products, relying on someone else's product is just really hard. Okay. Let me get someone else in here. It's just really hard. The numbers, it's just math. It just doesn't work out. So if you're going to do that, that's why a lot of my clients, and you guys know, some of you are in here, you guys know I've created products for you, and we just install those products for you, and you run ads with those products. That's why, is because the margins are really hard to hit if you just rely on an affiliate product with your ads. So that makes it a lot easier. But most people don't have that. They don't have the benefit of working with me. So they try to sell affiliate products with their own budget, with their own stuff. And paid ads can be really tough. It requires a funnel, tracking, proper system, solid ad skills. Most people, coming in off the street, they don't have those ad skills yet. It's a skill. Making great creatives, great scripts for your videos, great copy in the copywriting part. The budget. Ads need budget. A lot of people burn through their ad budget. They give up. We never see them again because it is a long-term game. Even if it gets traffic very quickly, because it's a very dollar for dollar system. You pay $1, you get clicks. Amazing. What an amazing system. Instead of going out and trying to do the organic thing, I pay $1, I get a click. I can predictably grow my business. But if you have crappy ads, crappy funnels, crappy this, crappy that, then you're just paying $1, you get a click, no sale. So if you're not good at that yet, it's really risky and it's really hard. And also understanding data. There's a lot of people don't speak data language yet. They only speak emotions. I deal with a lot of people and they're like, oh, I ran some ads and I didn't get any sales. Okay, cool. What was your CTC? What was it? I don't know. What is that stuff? Well, why are you running ads? That's the stuff you have to learn, is that it has its own language. Running ads is a scientific process. You need to know the numbers, the data, what is it actually telling you? If you just get wrapped up in your emotions, like, well, I didn't make any sales. Okay, but what else? What were the numbers telling you? If you don't know those things, you don't know what to fix. It's kind of like any other profession. You're being a plumber or an electrician. If you don't know where the error is, where the fault is, you don't know what to fix. So if you're going to do paid ads and you have a plan for like that long term, like, hey, let's do it, then just understand all these things and understand you're going to have to learn an entirely new language, because paid ads is its own type of traffic. It's its own thing. That is why there is such a job as a media buyer. They're advertisers. Companies pay for media buyers all the time. Hey, someone come in and manage my Facebook ads because I have no idea what I'm doing. It's a skill, and they're willing to pay for that skill. So you're telling yourself, I'm going to go do this thing as a complete beginner and just master it overnight. Doesn't happen. But get good at it, and it can happen. All right. Next, we have free traffic. To me, this is the best starting point. That's where I started. I built my first 10K month as an affiliate marketer with just free traffic. Didn't spend a single penny on ads. You don't need to do it. Okay. But there are some trade-offs, and we're going to talk about them. My bread and butter for a long time was Facebook organic marketing. That's just free marketing on Facebook. And no, I do not mean a Facebook page. Anyone who's done my training before knows what I'm talking about. There is a Facebook page. That's for your business, right? Facebook allows you to build a business page, a fan page, all that stuff. Those things don't work. Unless you're going to run ads, just forget that. Facebook profile, a Facebook profile is what we're going to use. And that people always get freaked out about. Oh my God, my profile, like the one that I use to talk to my family and all these things. Well, first of all, it doesn't have to be that one, but you do have to have one. Maybe make a separate one. And that goes into a whole nother problem where like your family is going to talk crap about you because you're building a business. I don't want that family around me. I don't understand why that would be an issue. But yes, you do just a normal Facebook profile. And if you guys don't know this, and maybe you're new to me, I have an entire 5-hour course for free on my YouTube channel. Go search it right after this. Don't leave yet. But right after this, go search it on my YouTube channel. Just type in my channel, Facebook organic marketing. It's 5 hours long. It's huge. It's like everything. This is the nuance I was talking about earlier. It's everything I've ever done, step by step, how to build your banners, how to reach out to people, what to post, when to post it, blah, 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 blah. I went so far into that. It was insane. I also have, I'll talk about it later, but I also have a video about YouTube, or a course about YouTube marketing, which I also recommend. But organic traffic is super simple, super easy, super everything to get to that 10K per month. The problem now, and well, why do people still not get it? Because they avoid the stuff that's hard. That's it. Unfortunately, and one of the reasons I'm retiring is this industry attracts a lot of lazy people. Nobody in this room, right? Nobody. Everyone in here is a winner and a champion and works their ass off. But unfortunately, affiliate marketing most of the time attracts people who want, I want to push a button, money shoots out of my computer. That's what they want. They might not say they want that, but that's what they want. Understand, these are the fundamentals, okay? Organic traffic. Money has to come from another human being's pocket at the end of the day. It has to. That is where money flows from. There is not some like magical spaghetti monster floating around the air handing out money. So the reason organic, and especially on Facebook, works so well is because you are building an organic relationship. That's why it's called organic marketing, with people. The only reason, some of you guys have been with me for years, and you know me, and you see me, and you know everything about me. And that's because I took the time to build those relationships, to build that infrastructure. So that is what your Facebook profile needs to be about now. Now it's your social media business profile. That's how you have to look at it. I am a business. Jay-Z said it best. He said, I'm not a businessman, I'm a businessman. I love that line. But it's so true. And all you're going to do on Facebook, and you'll see this in the 5-hour course, take your time to go through it. I added people, right? I just sent them friend requests. They look like somebody I could help. I show you in the video how to identify those people. Then on my profile, I created content that shifts beliefs. Understand this. Marketing is just shifting people's beliefs. Today, you believe the sky is blue. And if I do really good at marketing, I can convince you the sky is orange. That's great marketing. That's incredible, incredible marketing. That goes into copywriting, knowing how to create great content. Those things, it's all there, okay? Those are the skills you have to get good at. My first pieces of content when I started making content on Facebook was just me going live, walking to work, because I didn't have a car. I didn't know what the hell I was doing. I just knew that I need to be consistent and figure this stuff out. In time, you'll figure it out. In time, you'll get more comfortable with it. You'll understand how to make good content. But at first, your content's going to suck. Just accept that. It's okay. Most people avoid this because they have a fear of looking stupid, or people will judge me, or blah, 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 blah. You cannot get to 1% income without doing uncomfortable 1% things. You cannot be the same person tomorrow, wake up tomorrow, and expect a different bank account. It just, those two things don't mix. I am not anywhere near the same person I am today as I was back then. Not even close. It's not even close. I was so introverted. I hated people. Oh, leave me the hell alone. Now, I have no problem getting in front of you guys, talking, having presentations like this. It's just a normal part of what I do now. But without those first lives and those first times that I was just getting out there and putting myself out there, would have never happened. I would have still stayed stuck in my head. Oh, I'm not going to be ever good. Why am I not making money? Just put yourself out there. Just do it. Okay. You'll get better over time. This is also in the training, making your profile look like a business. I talk about your banner. I talk about how to make it look professional and all that good stuff. And this is the big one. Everyone hates this part, but this is where you make money. I see Lori laughing like everyone hates it. Like, I don't want to talk to anyone. Money has to come from another human being's pocket. So how do you expect them to trust you and hand over money if you've never even spoken to them? They're just like, oh, I don't even know. I'm not just going to click a link and just pay money for that. Who are you? What is this? You need to build that trust. It's huge. And that's the next part, is building that trust. When you can win someone's trust, now they'll make all their buying decisions through you. If you really think about it, what in the hell is the value that an affiliate marketer brings to the world? Nothing. If all you do is promote some product that already exists, why wouldn't I just skip you and go straight to the product and go buy it? What do I need you for? I don't. So we have to invent value. We have to create value out of thin air. There's different things we could do as far as creating bonus stacks and stuff. That's more of an advanced tactic, and I do teach it on my YouTube channel. But the first thing is they trust you. Think about it like this. All of you guys have a 9-to-5 probably, or maybe you're self-employed, and you've either been this person. Let's say you are this person. You've been this person. You've talked to all your friends at work. Hopefully you have friends at work. On Friday, you say, I'm going to go see this movie tomorrow with my family. I'm going to go have a good family outing. Monday morning comes along. You're like, that was the best movie ever. I got to tell everybody at work how great this movie was. You do. You tell them all how great it was. They go see it. You make nothing. Okay? Why did they go see the movie? It's because they trust your opinion. Because they trust you as a person. They trust that you're not going to send them out there to go watch this crappy movie. They're like, I wasted my time. Why did Joel tell me to see this movie? There's a level of trust that you've built with those people, and that is why they take your referral. That's what that is. It's a referral. Affiliate marketing is just referral marketing. It's not magic. Your real business is your relationship with the people. Build a relationship. And so you can start with no audience. Bullshit. You need an audience. Okay, you need an audience, especially if you're going to go the organic route. Huge, huge thing. So you close sales through real conversation. Now, I've taught in my programs before how to even get on sales calls, like do a whole Zoom like this and talk to. And Lori's like, "Yep, I've talked to people, show them a demo of the product, show them what the product looks like, probably a course, right? Show them like what the modules look like. Here's what you get. You don't have to be this like over the top amazing salesperson. You don't have to do that. I did. I went to like retreats and got really good at it. But even in the beginning, if you're just trying to hit your first 1K, 2K, all they need is that human touch. They agree to like talk to you either through like a Zoom or a call, or hell, at minimum, just in the DMs, just message them back and forth at least. But they need that human touch. If you're just avoiding the human touch and you're just not, I don't want to build any relationship, I don't want to do all this stuff. Good luck. Good luck. I've seen all the same people over and over and over and over again. Hey man, how you been doing? We talked 6 months ago. You said you were going to buy this course that you know, click some buttons and emails shoot out and you make money. How'd that work out? Oh, I wasted my money. Because gurus know how to sell you on the promise. They know what you don't like. They don't want to have conversations. They don't want to do this and this. How do I just teach them something else and they give me money? You part ways with your money thinking it's going to work, and it's not going to work. Half the time that guru got you on a sales call, you know, talked to you through DM or whatever, and then you bought it. And it's like, it has to click at some point. Like what they're doing works. What they tell you to do doesn't work, because that's what sells. There's a big difference between what works and what sells. All right. So another thing here is that this is called what I call the validation phase. You don't know what the hell you're doing yet. So for the love of God, do not listen to any of their advice in any of these courses and any of these programs, and just go out and start building a bunch of funnels. Don't do that. I know that they're saying, oh, the email list is everything, and blah, 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 blah. You don't know what you're doing yet. So this is the worst thing you could possibly do. You need to build your skills. You need to get good at content, good at sales conversations. Some people come into this industry and they already have a sales background. And I found that a lot of my best testimonials of people that I've gotten great results with, they were already great salespeople. They came from insurance backgrounds and stuff like that. It's a perfect fit. If you're great at sales already, then go for it. It's going to be awesome. But worst thing you can do is just go out and start building funnels. You don't need those things until you know what you're doing. And to me, know what you're doing is you've made a few sales already. You just need your affiliate link, and ideally like a Facebook or Instagram profile. Just reach out and talk to real people. Please, just go reach out to them. They need your help, but they also need your trust, or you need their trust, okay? So don't just be a salesperson. Put out content that's helpful. Build those relationships, okay? So why the relationship-based marketing works and the backdoor tricks won't. We went over some of this, but a lot of programs try to sell you shortcut methods. That's where they make all their money from. Faceless gimmicks, automation before validation, copy and paste hacks, push button systems, backdoor DMs with no relationship. You've seen them all. You've probably spent lots of money on all this stuff, and that's the reason it doesn't work, is because that program was designed to sell, but not designed to work. Okay, it's not how you actually sell things online. So every shortcut you can think of, someone has packaged it and tried to sell it to beginners. But here's the truth. The only way to make money in this world is from another human being's pocket. You'll hear me say this a lot because it's a universal truth. You have to get trust from other people. So this is the flow: build an audience, build trust, help people, close sales through real conversations. In the beginning, I'm not saying you're going to do this forever. Okay. You will graduate at some point. But the reason you do it this way, this right here, is look at all the value that this brings to you. Forget about making money and whatnot. You, remember I said earlier that the person I am today is leaps and bounds different than the person I was when I started. It's because I did this. The more that I learned to build my audience, build trust, help people, talk to them, have conversations, I got so much feedback and I got so comfortable with selling to people, with helping people, with all that stuff. It is huge. It's paramount to you and your business and how much income you make to learn these skills and to get the feedback in the mud, in the mix with other people. You can't do it on an island by yourself. You have to actually get out there. Nothing beats this, period. There's no system I found, and I've tried a lot of them. I bought courses just like you guys. I tried a bunch of stuff. Like, oh, maybe this is easier, because I don't like doing those things either, or at least I didn't at one point. I'm like, oh, I don't want to keep DMing, and I don't want to keep doing that. I tried them. The shortcuts don't work. At the end of the day, just build trust. It's going to work a lot better. All right. So what do you actually need to start? Affiliate link, Instagram or Facebook. I say Instagram now. I kind of came to the Instagram party late. I was always on Facebook. That's where the bulk of my stuff came from. But Instagram, from the outside looking in, it works. And I got it started somewhat. I started seeing it work. I started making some sales through Instagram. And Facebook still works, but it's a little bit more spammy than it used to be. And it was always spammy. It was always really bad. But even more so now, I feel like there's a lot of dead ends on Facebook, as far as like people try to spam you and DM you and say and they try to sell you stuff, which is kind of a good thing, because you'll see how bad other people are at this stuff. They try to sell without building trust. Don't do that, okay? And you need a willingness to talk to people. Even when you make content, when I make content, I try to pretend in my head that I'm talking to one person. That's what makes it like very one-to-one. A lot of people come to me and they're like, oh, you're so like authentic in your content. You're so like real and all that. I just try to imagine I'm talking to a friend of mine, like in that camera. I'm just like, hey, you know, friend, let's talk. That's the way I do it. And maybe that's a good piece of advice for you. Maybe not. If you try to think like I'm a superstar and there's thousands of people watching me, it probably won't work out right, you know, because you'll get nervous and what do people judge me? Just think you're talking to a friend, like a normal person that you're talking to every day. So that's it. Don't do the building, the big funnels. Don't do all these things. Just validate what you're doing. To me, that's get good at content, build relationships, make some sales. See it start coming in, and that proves to yourself, you go, okay, this does work. Now I'll go do the other stuff, okay? Last but not least, if you have extra time, and I consider Instagram and Facebook to be like really fast channels to make sales. People ask me about TikTok a lot. I do like TikTok to grow really fast, but I don't like it as far as DMs. People don't really DM on TikTok. I've noticed that. It's not really a thing. Like people watch TikTok, they consume TikTok, and if you tell people on TikTok to go to like your YouTube channel so they can get more engaged with you and start learning more about you, that's fine. But I just don't feel like it's a platform that that you can really build deep relationships with. But I might be wrong. You can go live on TikTok, so once you can, start doing it, because you want that opportunity to build relationships at a deeper level. Okay. Last but not least, like I said, the YouTube is king. So if you have extra time, and you know, I compartmentalize my days. When I was first starting, I would do about 80% of my day on Facebook, because that's where I would get most of the fast traffic, sending friend requests, talking to people live in DMs, creating content, posting stuff. I could do it really quickly. YouTube took me a while because I didn't understand some of these. SEO, that stands for search engine optimization. You can't just post a YouTube video and call it video and then everyone's going to find it. It's a search engine, so you have to title your videos a certain way. You have to put words in the description that make sense, and that way the YouTube algorithm will put that video in front of the right people. So just learn this. You don't have to be a genius at it. Like there's plenty of videos on YouTube about proper YouTube SEO. I know like a bare minimum enough to like be okay, but that's all you need. You don't need to be a master at it. But if you have some free time, YouTube is king. It really is. You make a video one time, that video lives on YouTube forever. Unlike the other platforms I talked about, Facebook, Instagram, unlike those, YouTube, people will find your stuff for years and years. So it's passive. Everyone talks about passive income. That's the most passive platform that there is, YouTube. Those other ones, very active. I had to, punch the pavement every day and talk to people and do all these things. Now, eventually, I'll talk about this in a bit, but you can hire help. But in the beginning, definitely do it yourself. So that's the simple plan. Get your affiliate link, use YouTube or Facebook to build relationships. Sorry, not YouTube, Instagram or Facebook to build relationships. Content creation that shifts beliefs. You need to change what people think. You need to talk to people. You need to make your first sales. And once you're consistent, please add YouTube to your long-term strategy, because you want YouTube to retire you. You don't want to keep doing this for the rest of your life. Most of my traffic today comes from YouTube, but in the beginning, not so much. YouTube took a long time to build up. All right. So now we're at the mistakes that everyone makes first and why it kills your progress. We touched on this, but I want to stress every program that I've bought and every program that I've seen, and I've seen people go through these programs, they're like, okay, step one, here's a ClickFunnels link, go build a funnel. It's the dumbest thing you could ever do. You haven't made a sale yet. Okay. And I think that to some degree, if someone's really, really technical and can whip these things up in 10 seconds, maybe it could help. I had the benefit of not knowing any tech. When I first came home, it took me like hours to figure out how to turn on my phone. I said, when I first came home, it took me hours to figure out how to turn on my phone. That's a real thing, okay? Because just imagine from 2012 to 2019, and before that, I never owned a smartphone, so I had no idea how to use one. Okay, so when someone's like, hey, here's ClickFunnels, and I know I have the award back there, but that took a while. but in the beginning, hey, here's ClickFunnels, go build a page and go do all these. I had no idea how to do that stuff, so I quit fast, right? I was like, no, I'm going to cancel my account. I don't know how to do this stuff. I didn't know how to build out an email automation. I didn't know how to do any of this stuff, all the technical jargon. I didn't know how to do any of it. All I knew is that I need to make this work. So I'm going to get rid of the stuff that is in my way. And I saw that stuff as in my way. Remember, relationship first, trust first. Those things matter first. So these are actually killers of progress. Doing all this stuff, sitting there day after day. Some of us don't even have time. Some of you guys have like very little time in a day. If you have any time to invest it in building relationships, putting out content, right? Connecting with people, doing that kind of, grab your affiliate link and do that. That's going to make you more money than sitting around and like, let me build a funnel. That might take you weeks. And then all that time's passed. And then what if your funnel sucks? You don't even know what you're doing yet. So bad idea. So just don't do that. I know the gurus say do that. And I know this sounds like counterproductive. Like, oh my God, all the gurus told me to do that. Why is Joel telling me the opposite? Trust me, it is a big, big waste of time. You need to validate what you're doing first. Make money first, then build infrastructure. Okay. You can see it here. You don't build infrastructure first. You build it after you've proven that your stuff works, right? Your content works, your whole process works, how you get traffic works. All those things work first. Then you build all the funnels and everything else. Okay. So when should you start building your infrastructure? I say about $1,000 as an affiliate. So if you're selling something that pays you $1,000 per sale, probably one sale. That's enough. Okay. That doesn't mean stop everything you're doing. It just means, okay, it sounds like when the money hits my account, I must know something about what I'm doing. So I'm ready to go. So that's part of the problem is a lot of times, let's see this little energy the diagram I like to write. There's a lot of times people start this kind of business and they spread their energy all over the place. They're building a funnel over here. They're working on email campaigns over there. They're building a website, God forbid. They're doing all this stuff. When in fact, if you just do this, right, straight line, just do this. Just like, let's say, grab my affiliate link, go on Facebook, go get leads, go talk to them, go put out content, relationship, and put it in a straight line. This is all I do for the next few weeks. You're going to get a sale. It's the law of averages. You're going to get a sale. Not maybe, not, oh, I hope. You will. If you talk to enough people, you knock on enough doors, just like door-to-door sales, you will get a sale, period. Okay. But if you're spending your time doing nonsensical things like building a funnel, figuring out what the name of your domain is, all this other crap, not going to work. You're spending too much time in different places. None of it matters. Okay. So make sure you do that. And this is what your funnel should actually look like once you do actually build a funnel, simple. For the love of God, simple. Okay. The only thing you need to do on a funnel when you first start off is collect an email. Do not sit there, and this is a true story, and I hope that person's not in here, but this person spent months writing an ebook, months with an M. That's crazy as hell. And they got away from what matters, which is getting the leads, like building relationships with people, talking to people, making sales. They made one sale and then they lost their freaking mind. They're like, oh, I gotta build an ebook now. I have this big plan. They spent months making an ebook that was like 50 pages long. And guess what? When they finally put it out there, nobody gave a crap. It's much bigger in your head than it actually is in real life. How many of you guys downloaded like ebooks and digital stuff and it just rots away on your computer somewhere? Nobody actually goes through those things. They don't. So don't overthink it. What I like to do with a simple giveaway to get an email is like a checklist, a cheat sheet. This is an example of a cheat sheet, like a quick guide, something that people can digest really quick, right? This is actually longer than the typical cheat sheet. For me, it would be like 5 steps. 5 steps to, building a Facebook profile. Boom, 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 boom. Happy Thanksgiving. Thank you. That's it. It's like, so that's what people want to give you their email. They just need some quick actionable step. They don't want this, like, I wrote an entire book. That's not okay. Don't do that. Another thing that works really well is just a short video. If you think of my YouTube channel or any YouTube channel, that's what it is. Just a bunch of freebies, just a bunch of short videos. So I build freebies all the time. But don't do the 20-page ebook, please, for the love of God. That's going to be a huge waste of time. So you're going to use your email list for the right thing. Once you're ready to start building out this infrastructure, you've made some sales, now you're building the infrastructure. Another problem I see is when people build an email list, they just promote the email list to death. They just send them product suggestions and buy my thing, and here it is. Half my emails, of roughly half now, guys, you see, are just me giving tips, telling my story, giving motivational like speeches and things like that, because that's what helps deepen the relationship even more, right? That's the proper way to treat your email list, is keep building that relationship. You never know, if you tell some story about your own struggles or something you saw the other day or whatever to your email list, if that's the exact story that person needed to hear that day. People will always forget what you say, but they never forget how you made them feel. It's true. I've had people write me back on some of those emails and say like they cried, or like this was exactly what they needed to hear today. And they always remembered me after that. After that, it was like undeniable. Like, I like that guy, I'm going to follow him. So anything I suggest to sell, it's like, hey, go buy this thing. Absolutely got your back. Right? It's like that loyalty, because you helped change that person's perspective, their life. You gave them a message. You gave them something that they needed at that point. Right? It could be a happy story, a sad story, whatever. But mix it in. Don't always just promote your list to death. I've seen that so much. I've jumped on email lists where someone promotes me to death, and I very quickly unsubscribe. Right? Some of you guys know what I'm talking about. And it's like, at first, okay, this person seems cool, whatever. Like, they kind of got my trust. Jump onto their email list. Holy crap. Now they're just promoting me to death. I'm going to unsubscribe. So now I've lost all trust, and that person's lost a customer. They've lost a lead. So don't do that. Mix it in there. That's the best bet. The best tip I can give you with email. It's overthought. It's overdone. People have entire courses on like email marketing and how to land in the inbox. What matters most with your emails is the from information. Like, who is this from? That's it. It's not the subject line. It's not the right wording. It's from. Most of you guys are here because that from that you saw, the infamous Joel, you know that person. Like, hey, I know him. Right? That's it. That's all that matters. If you built that relationship, they know who you are. They're expecting certain things from you. That's all that matters. Do not blast pitches every day. You guys know I don't email you like every day unless I have something big coming up like this. So I gave a lot of reminders for this one. And that's it. That's your entire infrastructure. Your email list and your back end and your systems on the back are just another way for you to deepen the relationship after they've gotten to know you, maybe on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, wherever. You can deepen that relationship even further with your email campaigns. Okay? But do not sit there and bombard people with products and stuff. That's a good way to have people unsubscribe or go to the spam folder, God forbid. Now, last but not least, the final step, but only when you're already winning. Now at this point, you're hitting 5, 10K, maybe more per month, because really that's the entire business. You have your infrastructure built out now. You have your front end, which is the Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. That's what's called a front end, right? And then you have your back end, which is your email list, your follow-up campaigns, all that stuff. When you have those two and they're married together and everything's flowing perfectly, the only problem you have now is time. Now you have so much work on your plate and you have so many campaigns moving that it's like, let me hire a VA. So this is when you start hiring help. You're hitting 5 to 10K per month, and you're like, for the love of God, someone needs to come in and help me. There is a website that I recommend. On the recording, you'll hear this, but I thought I wrote it down, but I didn't. It's onlinejobs.ph. They're from the Philippines, amazing virtual assistants. Most of them have advanced degrees, amazing, good English speaking. I mean, we're talking about people that already know SEO. They know great content creation and editing. They will help you with all of the things that you used to do yourself. And I do tell you, do it yourself at first, because that's how you know what a good job is and what a bad job is, right? Even though they're really good at this stuff, they still need your guidance. They still need your support to help them understand what does a good job mean to you, right? What does a good email campaign look like to you? They'll help you write these things. They'll do all these things for you, but you need to be able to guide them. And the only way you can guide them is you already have the experience in your own business. I've seen some people hire virtual assistants from day one, and that's horrendously bad. That's a horrible idea, because now you're handing your entire business over to this person, and they have no idea what to expect. They don't know what you want exactly from them, and you don't know either. So do this manually at first, scale to 5, 10K per month, and hire this via, oh, there it is. I did write it down. Okay, I was wrong. So onlinejobs.ph. I'm going to give you guys this document afterwards, probably email it to you guys. And you'll have, again, hiring process, very simple. Just like you probably have seen like a million job posts everywhere. You'll write a similar job post on that website. Just like talk about exactly what you're looking for, what you have in your business that you would like somebody, an assistant, to come take over. I'll tell you, I love making videos, but I hate editing videos. So that was one of the things that I offloaded immediately, is like, can you edit video? Because I absolutely hate, doing that part. That's going to save you a lot of time. Whether you're making reels on like Instagram, or you're making short form content or long content on YouTube like I did, you want somebody that can edit. I put down here affordable, but some people take affordable and think that means cheap. Understand that you get what you pay for, okay? Even on these platforms where you're hiring, like if the standard rate for a really good VA is maybe like $2,000 a month, like really good, shoot for like 1,000 to 1,500. It's still decent. It's still really good, right? They still know their stuff. But if you shoot for like 400 a month and you're like, I hired a VA, only 400 a month, expect to have a really bad VA. Okay, I'm just telling you that. There's a reason that they're taking that low of a payment, even though they say they have all these skills. Trust me, you don't want to do that. You don't want to offload parts of your business to somebody who has a very low skill level. Get the good ones. And by this time, you're already making like 10K a month anyway. So just give them like 1.5, and most of your business is offloaded. That's a great trade-off, okay? So make sure you don't skimp on like, getting a good one, because some of them are really good. Some of them are even so good, they will do your DM outreach. Remember how I talked about you want to talk to people, right, to actually build those relationships? Well, you could actually give your VA access to your Facebook account, your Instagram account, wherever you're doing your primary front end marketing, and they will talk to your leads, talk to your customers for you to make the sales for you, right? So again, something else you can offload when the time comes. You can also do ManyChat and stuff, but I don't love automating things because some of those things are not super great. They're kind of awkward, but you can kind of do a mixture of both if you really wanted to. But just a suggestion, at a certain point, you can write out a great script because you've had so many great conversations. You know how conversations go in DMs. You can hand that script over to your VA, and now when you're not working, they can handle all your conversations for you, right? People don't know the difference. Some of you guys have talked to me on Facebook or Instagram. You thought it was me, but it wasn't. Haha. It was my VA. So just letting you know, absolutely, you can just offload that stuff. Again, SEO research, YouTube research. Hate doing it, offload it to a VA. Hate doing that stuff. Just tell me what the next video should be about. If they're smart and they know what they're doing, they give you ideas because they've done all the research on what's going on out there. All right. So this comes last because at this point, like I said, you have a proven process. You're making consistent money. You know the exact tasks that need to be delegated. and you have a working system that someone else can follow. Likely you can write out what's called an SOP. It's called Standard Operating Procedure. So that means someone can come into your business as an assistant and you have this stuff written out. Hey, from 8 a.m. to this time, I need you to do boom, 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 boom. From this time to this time, I need you to do boom, 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 boom. They have an entire workflow, an entire day planned out as soon as they walk in. All right. So your business with a VA, it's simple, it's organized, it's predictable, and it's surprisingly low maintenance. Your job becomes creating content, engaging generally with your audience. If you still want to do that, I still do it. It's sometimes still me in the DM. So just letting you know. Building relationships, helping people, offering your solution when the time is right. So the whole business model is so much more leverage this way. You have at least one VA. Sometimes it's makes sense to have two if they have different skill sets. I had two at one point, but now I only have one. And that's it. Now you have the entire business in a nutshell. It's pick the right offer, make money online. That's it. It's really not much else that's any good. Learn traffic, get good at traffic, get good at building relationships. This is probably the most important one, and I'll go ahead and bold that one. Make sales, whether it be through sales calls, sending people links through DMs or whatever. You need some kind of a sales process. I like doing sales calls, as a lot of you guys know, because I like to be more hands-on. Build a simple system that's going to be your infrastructure, your back end, your email list, all that stuff that you do on the after people get to know you. Where do you send them to? And then hire help when you're winning. You don't need 20 tools, don't need a massive funnel, you don't need to be a tech genius, and you definitely don't need to overcomplicate this process. If you follow that process that I just laid out, I swear to you, you will be making 10K per month. Everyone talks about that, right? But people give you all these different action plans. Half of them don't work. I'll say most of them don't work. If you follow that very simple plan and you kind of look and open your eyes and see everyone who is making 10K a month pretty much follow that same plan. Like you ask them, did you follow this plan? If they lie, they'll say no, but they're going to tell you yes, because most of them are honest. They're good people. I've talked to some of them, but they'll tell you, if some of them were here right now, they're like, yeah, that's exactly what I did. Same thing. Okay. When you look for shortcuts, you're going to die. It's not going to work. When you look for, or when you run away from it, that's another thing. It's like, oh, I don't want to do that. None of us did. None of us wanted to do it, but we know it works. Okay, it's just a numbers game. It's door to door. It's like, let's go out there and promote. All right. Now, this is the big one. A lot of you guys have been coming in to wonder, like, why the hell is he retiring? What's going on? So by this point, you might be asking, if this business works, why is Joel leaving the affiliate marketing coaching space? So I've been coaching. I did exclusively affiliate marketing for like maybe 3 years or so, and was hitting 10K per month pretty consistently. And then someone along the way came and bothered me and said, can you coach me? And here I am. So, now I've become more of a coach than anything, because it's a lot of work. So why stop mentoring affiliate marketers, and why retire at all? So here's the honest truth, not the PR version, not the soft version, not just the real version here. To me, the industry's gotten out of control. And some of you guys have been feeling this too. The affiliate marketing as an industry has changed dramatically, especially after COVID. When the world shut down, everyone started pushing make money online as the magic solution. I was one of those people, so I'm not free of guilt here. Just turn on your laptop and money appears. You don't need skills. This is the easiest business in the world. Anyone can do it instantly. None of that is true. As you guys have just walked through that entire thing with me, you probably counted in your head how many of those things seem hard, need some skills, need some, experience, whatever. And it's true. And you can start with no skills, but you will have to learn some skills along the way to get really good at those things. You'll have to learn. And it created a tidal wave of unrealistic expectations in my inbox almost daily. I would say daily at this point. And even on sales conversations, one-on-ones, people, I can just see it in their eyes. They're just completely unrealistic about their expectations. They treat affiliate marketing like it's some gimmick rather than a real business. And it is a real business, and it does take real business effort. Okay, so I saw the writing on the wall years ago, but last year it became undeniable. Some of you guys remember last year when I was just like, I got to get out of here. And I was like, I got to go. But I was just figuring this stuff out that time. And now I figured it out. The industry is no longer built on skill. It's built on claims. When I first started, some of you guys remember some of my first offers, and I'm like, hey, same thing I was teaching. I just taught you, right? Facebook, go out and reach out to people, this and this and that. And people got great results with that. And you'll get great results. It works. But then there's crowd of people, this other group of people that would come in like, oh, I don't want to do that. And I'm not spending money if I have to do this and this and this. So now there becomes this kind of double-edged sword. The louder, the crazier, the more extreme the promise, the more people bought it. Now think about that. There's a supply and demand element to this. So if you get all this influx of people that are coming in and saying, well, I don't want to do these really hard things, but I want to build a 10K per month business, and they'll never spend a dime on anything that you have as a coach, I'm a coach, to sell, or any courses that I put out or anything, unless the claim is unbelievably insane. Oh, I don't have to do this, and I don't have to do that, and I don't have to do this, and I don't have to do that. Now I'll give you money. Right? The problem with this is all of us as gurus or mentors or coaches or course creators or whatever you want to call us, our claims have to get more and more and more extreme to keep up with demand. That's all people want to buy now. They don't want to buy the real thing. They want to buy, like, what's the next gimmick? And because all these gurus are screaming louder and louder, I felt pressure to outclaim them just to stay competitive. I had one guy, like, I came out with the affiliate franchise. I said, okay, done for you. So I hired a team, and some of you guys remember that. Hired a team, come in, build your funnels for you, do all this stuff. Okay, cool. But some people in that same audience and all those customers, some people in there were like, well, I thought this was done for you. Well, how much more done for you do you want it to get? Do you want me to show up to your house and click things on your keyboard? Yes. They're that unrealistic. They're that crazy. And then there would be like these other gurus that would have even bigger claims than I did. It's like, well, not only will we do it for you, I'll pay you 10K in the next 30 days if it doesn't work immediately, which obviously there was a lot of terms and services and all that stuff. And you sign on the dotted line, you have to read the fine print. You're never getting that money. It's just a crazy claim. But I, as a competitor, now I have to compete, and I have to come up with something crazier. And then the next person has to come up with something crazier. And eventually you have an entire industry where the people who are making products in that industry, like myself, we have to come up with insanely stupid, crazy claims, or we can't survive. And then the audience themselves, they've been claimed to death. They've just, like, everyone says, I can make so much money doing this. I saw something that was like, I said earlier, AI bots that do email or some weird thing. It's like, that's impossible. I know it's impossible, but the claims have gotten so out of hand that people don't know it's impossible, so they buy it, and it's like $2,000. And it's like, I'm so tired of this. I'm so tired, and inevitably that program's going to go under. What I mean by go under, they're not going to go bankrupt or anything. It's just people are going to stop buying it because they figure out it's fugazi, and that person will launch a new offer. And that's the whole cycle, is like, launch a new thing, out-compete, out-promise, and do this crazy stuff. Like I said, I hated it. It burnt me out. It wasn't me. I'm not the type of person who likes to lie in marketing. I'm not the type of person who over-promises. I don't want to sell fantasies. So I just got out of the game. And that's what I've been doing. It's like, I just need to get out of this. I need to, work with people who are more realistic about their expectations. So that's number one. And number two, I'm getting back to being realistic about expectations myself, in my marketing, in my processes. Does this stuff work? Yes, but I'm not going to sell you this fantasy of, like, push a few buttons and it's going to work. This just doesn't work that way. But I was operating in an industry where exaggerated claims became the standard. Okay, affiliate marketing, it's just the standard now. Like, everything you see now is just exaggerated claims, and it's absolutely annoying to me. So, like, number one, do you need skills? You do need skills, I should say, a lot of them. We've copied some even on this call. You need to be a great copywriter, great marketing in general, audience building, offer positioning, video creation, video editing, psychology, storytelling. I wasn't done. Search engine optimization, understanding platforms, understanding traffic, relationship building, direct selling in the DMs or on a call like I did, communication skills. Like, these are all skills you need to learn to be able to hit 5, 10K per month. If I was to put that in an ad or like on a webinar or something, hey guys, are you ready to learn this 25 list of skills so that you can make 10K per month? Absolutely not. Nobody's going to buy that. But that's what I want to say. That's what I want to tell you guys. But I know it doesn't work. Nobody's going to buy it. Right? So we have to constantly do this, is out-pitch each other, as out-promise. So then people start thinking affiliate marketing is the easiest business out there. And it's not. It's just the cheapest to start. That's true. You can start for free. Grab an affiliate link and start promoting. Just go do it. Just today, just go get an affiliate link. Go on Facebook, Instagram, maybe even TikTok to an extent, and just start promoting stuff. Just go. All right. It's cheap and cheap and easy are not the same. Cheap and easy are not the same. You can start for free. It's not going to be easy. Just think about the barrier to entry. Everyone on earth can promote stuff. So how are you going to be any different? That's where your skills come in. You got to get really good at it. The industry attracts the wrong people. I mentioned this, but the gurus made it sound like a lottery ticket. The space is now filled with like I saw this rise like insanely, especially after COVID. Unrealistic beginners. There's a ton of them. Half of them say they've never used a computer before. It's like, well, what are you doing? You know, people who think they'll get rich in 48 hours, and if they don't, they're going to complain. You're going to see all this stuff. And I've had those clients myself, and I'm like, what the hell? But I you know, to take the personal nature out of it, like I can't take it personally. It's just the industry has gotten just ugly. Like it's gotten really bad. And there's people who believe in magic buttons now because of this industry and the way things are promoted. People want 100% of the reward with 2% of the effort. They'll make excuses like, oh, I don't have enough time. I don't have enough this. I don't want to show my face. I don't blah, 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 blah. Well, when you say those things, understand that us as marketers, we take notes, right? That's just what we do. Mentally, we're like, okay, that's what people want. So I'll make a program, I'll make a product that to sell them that. Does it work? Probably not. but we are marketers. So naturally, we are going to sell you what you want. So it's this two-way street. People don't think long-term. There's a ton of that. Tony Robbins once said, people underestimate what they can do in 10 years and overestimate what they can do in 30 days. Oh, in 30 days, my whole life will be different. It's just not how it works. It's just not how it works. But 6 years later, my life is totally different. Totally. I'm totally different. My income's totally different. Everything's different. But it's because I put the time and effort in and understood that cause and effect have a long string between them. Things you're doing today, maybe they don't make you money today, but in 6 months, a year, 2 years, you're going to be the richest man on your block. Or woman. Yeah, not to be, but anyway, you get what I'm saying. Most people don't have that. They go to a job, they do work, they expect a paycheck in a week or two. They're just not able to hold on and think things through and say, I'm learning skills now so that later I can get the income and the results that I'm looking for. They just can't do that. So people don't act like entrepreneurs in this space. This is not an entrepreneur space anymore. It's just not. It's people looking for get-rich-quick schemes, magic buttons, backdoors, and it's exhausting for someone like me who actually wants to teach entrepreneurs. I don't know if you guys know all of my backstory, but I first started doing this coaching, mentoring thing in jail. Not out here, not on YouTube. That's not where I started. I started in jail. I taught a business class to other inmates, and I would read from books. We'd get books from the library. We'd get them donated from nonprofit organizations. We did a lot of work in that jail to get entrepreneurship into the jail. We wrote the warden. We did all this stuff. It was amazing. It was awesome. I used to get letters from people who went home and started their own food trucks, barber shops. It was awesome. I loved it. That's why I have a passion to teach business, is because I've seen the impact. I've seen how it changes lives, changes whole families' lives, changes everything. I've seen people in jail, and I get that there's a little bit of an advantage because there's nothing but time, but in there, those people were more dedicated and more like passionate about building a business than people out here. That shouldn't be the case. That's insane to me. But eventually, over time, it just got exhausting where I'm teaching these deep level entrepreneurial stuff and people say, whatever, let me just get to the magic button. What? But yeah, I can't do that anymore. So people quit before they even start. It happens all the time. People will do this stuff for like 2 weeks. They'll run into something, say, oh, I'm frustrated, I give up. Understand that frustration is not something you can avoid in entrepreneurship and building a business. It is something that's guaranteed. Every day you'll be frustrated. And there is not a single income level that I hit where I wasn't frustrated about something. It's just your brain exercising. Your brain is a muscle. It's going to exercise and move that weight. And the more you hit a wall, the harder it gets, the more it's going to feel like frustration. And it's going to, oh my God, this is hard. Good. Okay. You have to change your mindset and say, when it's hard, that's a good thing. That's a good thing, because I can't be the same person I was yesterday and expect different results. So that's you pushing through a new barrier. That's pushing new weight, getting stronger. But most people don't have that mindset. They think, well, it should be easy. The advertisement said it's easy and I'll never experience any frustration. That's crazy. Okay. So people who expect results without learning anything, that happens all the time. They don't want to learn anything new. They just want all the results. Just give me, give me, give me. And it's just crazy. All right. So, and Rich Dad Poor Dad, he said that poor people are truly the most selfish people versus rich people, which I thought, if you haven't read the book, which I thought at first reading it was like, oh, there's no way. I've always been taught that rich people are selfish and greedy and all these things. They take everything. And don't get me wrong, there's probably places in the world like insurance companies, that's a scam. But there's probably places in the world where that's true. But in general, rich people work to get to where they are, and they understand the concepts of self-sacrifice and putting time aside for things that are important in their business and reading and all these things. Whereas poor people, they just want the shortcut. They buy lottery tickets day in and day out. They just want the fluffy mental masturbation of making money. They don't want actual work to get to where they want to go. And the few that do, we see them. We see the success stories. Those are the people that get it. Okay. So for me, ultimately, I'm tired of people dealing with people that don't listen. They don't apply. They don't take responsibility. They don't like to be business owners. All they want is the dream, but not the discipline. So at some point, I had to protect my energy. As some of you know, around a year ago, I had a panic attack. I had an enormous amount of stress in my business. I was coaching about 100 of you guys. Some of you are here and some of you are wonderful. I freaking love you. But all it takes is a small group who are constantly pestering you or annoying you or threatening lawsuits and doing all this crazy stuff. And then you just go, what am I doing this for? What's the point? You just start questioning your life and who you're teaching and who you're helping and saying, like, if they don't want the help, why do I do this? Why do I wake up every day? So that's ultimately what happened. And another thing that happens a lot is there's a reputation problem. Because my platform grew, who never considered myself as like a guru, I started getting lumped in with the guru people. And soon, like immediately, people would see me, they'd see my awards and stuff, and say, oh, that's a guru, he's fake, he's a scammer. Like, what am I saying or doing that's fake or a scam? I tell you guys flat out the most honest to God truth of everything every single day. I've been extremely transparent. I never hide anything from you guys, even in this conversation here. So when they made false promises, I look bad. When they scam people, I look bad. When they implode publicly, I look bad. It's always, it always somehow comes back to me, because all people need to see is affiliate marketing. They go, oh, you're one of those people. I'm not one of those people. I don't teach that kind of stuff. But anyway, I'm tired of my name getting dragged through the mud because other people in the space do shady things. Everyone can relate to that. You've probably all had a job before where it's like, or maybe even now, where there's some bad egg at that job who gets everyone else in trouble. And like, even though you've done nothing wrong, I see some heads shaking up and down. I know this because even my fiance still works now. She's a CNA, and she tells me stories like every day. She's like, oh, I can't stand Pierre. He's always getting everyone in trouble. Imagine that, but on a bigger scale, where there's like millions of people following the affiliate marketing space. The minute they see me, they don't even give me a chance to go, oh, you're one of those people. I didn't do anything yet. I don't even know you. But I built a legitimate business with real results, but the industry reputation makes everyone look guilty by association. Even Ty Lopez recently, I don't know, he's like under a jail somewhere. Like, he's in big trouble. So I don't know what he did. But I didn't work this hard to be grouped in with a bunch of people who lie for a living. It's just not my thing. And I got exhausted of pointing it out after a while too. Like, hey, they're lying. And people go, I don't care, I'm going to buy it anyway. All right. Whatever, you do that. So the biggest issue here is the entire model is too small. When you're just an affiliate, here's the math. Even when you sell like make money online stuff, you're going to make like 40, 50% of the pie. That's your commission. Even if you succeed, you hit the 10K a month, that stuff that you always wanted, you're still building someone else's dream. It's very similar to a job, right? The first thing I sold was my first mentor's course. That guy, I don't even know where he is now. He's like off somewhere. I think he like gave up. I don't know what he did. But just think of all the money I brought him, because I was splitting 50-50 with him. And then there's a lot of other people in the program selling his product. So you're still selling someone else's product. It's just like having a boss. You're still working with someone else's margins. You're still following someone else's rules. So even at 10K per month, I always knew I was only earning a fraction of what I was actually worth. And if you guys know anything about true entrepreneurial spirit and wealth building, you always have to know what you're worth, right? So you're gonna hit 10K a month. That's a fact. It's gonna work. But in that process, think of all those skills that we just had listed that you're gonna learn: copywriting, marketing, sales, communication, all those things. Would you still be willing to take 50%, 40%, right? Some people are like rolling their eyes, like, no way. If I'm really that good at selling, why would I not just launch my own thing? Which is a natural extension of what happens next for a lot of affiliate marketers. They start selling their own thing. Okay. So affiliate marketing should be part of your ecosystem, but not the entire ecosystem. It should be a supportive income stream, not the main dish. If you really want true income, true ownership, true scalability, you need to move into something bigger. That's actually what I have next. Now, so here's the new business model. It's not new. It's actually just new for me and for you guys. So the new business model I'm moving into and why it works 100 times better going into 2026. Let's talk about it. What am I doing next? I'm going to be shifting my entire business into this direction. Here's the business model I believe in and what I'm building, and the model I'll be teaching from here on out, because it actually builds wealth, not scraps, not hopes and dreams, not all that stuff. It is the expert business. I've said it till I've been blue in the face for years and years. Do not do what the gurus say to do. Do what the gurus are doing. So all this stuff that I've been telling you guys on this whole call, right? And think about all the money I've made and all the success I've had, and everyone you probably follow, because I know I'm not the only one you guys follow. I know. It's okay. You can cheat on me. It's fine, right? I follow other people too. But what are they doing? They're doing an expert business, right? They're actually selling their own expertise online. They productized their expertise. For years, I've told you the truth. Okay, let's pull back the curtain. All the big players online, the ones with houses, cars, teams, freedom, they're not getting rich from affiliate commissions. They're just not. They're getting rich by selling their knowledge, selling their experiences, selling their frameworks, packaging their value, creating their own intellectual property, becoming the go-to in their niche. Affiliate marketing is something they sprinkle on top for passive income, not the main ingredient. I was the same way. Yes, I earned money as an affiliate, but the bulk of my income came from what I knew and how I packaged that knowledge for other people. That's the real game. Okay. The real opportunity is turning your skills into a product. Now, here's the part most people never think about. There are millions of people online right now making real money teaching ordinary things. The affiliate marketing game, remember, you're pigeonholed into, like, pretty much you're going to make money online stuff. But if you start selling your own skills instead, this is true. Look it up. There are actual millionaires selling how to improve your golf swing. Millionaires online. Unbelievable. Coaching, courses, audiobooks, you freaking name it. They're selling so much stuff of their own expertise. How to improve your golf swing. That's nuts. Pickleball training. One of the top communities in school. If you guys know anything about school, it's a membership platform where you can charge people a monthly membership. One of their top communities is a pickleball community. Someone is selling monthly memberships to improve your pickleball game. They are making tens of thousands of dollars per month passively, just teaching this stuff. Okay, car repair. Lots of people love to learn how to become a mechanic, how to do DIY stuff for their car. Maybe they want to tune their own car, make it go faster. This is stuff that if you have this knowledge, you can sell it online. It's nuts that you just have this knowledge in your head, tell your whole family about it, and then they roll their eyes at you. Have people pay you for your knowledge. I've seen people who are great at music, piano lessons, guitar lessons, right? Again, selling courses, selling coaching programs, selling one-to-one, selling group calls. My God, there's so many things you can do. Voice coaching, there's a ton of that. Don't get me started with fitness programs. Some of the biggest programs online are fitness programs. Some of the biggest programs online are nutrition programs, Weight Watchers, you name it. What's stopping you from starting your own? Most people know a little bit more than someone else. That's all you need to be an expert. That's it. Interior design, negotiation skills, parenting, photography is a big one. There's a lot of photography groups. Okay, there's a lot of photography gurus and programs and courses. Cooking is another one that's huge. There's a lot of people interested in cooking. My God. Coding, if you guys have tech backgrounds, some of you guys even know coding. How many people do you think want to know this stuff? Especially in the AI age, people want to learn how to use AI. People want AI for their own businesses. There's so much stuff you can do with this, all right? Tech setups, lots of stuff you can do with building funnels for people, building infrastructure, Go High Level is a very popular platform now that businesses are using. Learn Go High Level and then show people how to build a Go High Level account. Even build it for them for a premium price. Business systems, okay? There's a ton of those things. People are making 10K a month, 50K a month, even someone like me at one point making 100K a month, and there's some of my peers already making 100K a month, being experts in a specific industry, okay? Be an expert. That's it. Teaching things they already know. You already have a gift. Okay, most of the process in life and in entrepreneurship is not about finding a thing. It's about understanding that you already have the thing. It's just how to give it to the world. That's what's been wrong most of the time for you guys, chasing all these online opportunities and make money with affiliate marketing and whatever else you got into, drop shipping. There's a bunch of stuff out there. As you were looking for someone else's thing when really you have a thing already inside you. It's already there. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. I haven't met a single person in my entire life that doesn't have a skill at something. You have it. It's just figuring out how to package that and then sell it to a group of people willing to pay for it. Promise you that that's the case. The world has shifted. We now live in a knowledge economy where your ability to package your skills matters more than any job title. And the beautiful part, you don't need to be the world's #1 expert. You just need to be a few steps ahead of someone else. Okay. When I first started my affiliate marketing coaching, yeah, I was hitting 10K a month, but there are affiliates hitting 100K per month plus. There's affiliates making $1 million per month. Okay, they're out there. They're enormously high in number. Making per month is insane. But I didn't wait until that point. I just said, well, I know a little bit more than the average person. At least I have a plan, and I wake up in the morning and I know how to operate that plan. That's all people are willing to pay for. So if you just have the bare minimum, people are willing to pay for so much. Okay, you just need to be a few steps ahead. That's it. So just like when you were a kid riding a bike with training wheels, the kids riding without them looked like freaking wizards. You were riding around and you were like, holy crap, how are these kids riding around with no training wheels? That's nuts. So you see someone ahead of you and they look like a genius. Even in Russell Brunson's own book, Expert Secrets, which I highly recommend, and I think some of you guys even ordered that book years ago. I've always been promoting that book. It's phenomenal. He says in that book, and I quote, every expert I know does not see themselves as an expert. All of them. Russell Brunson knows all the experts. He's networked with all of them. He gives those awards out back there. He's like shook hands with everybody. And not a single one he's met is like, yeah, I'm an expert. Nobody thinks that because likely you've already done the thing that you're good at for so long. You speak the language, you know it so well. You just assume everybody else knows it too. And that's not the fact. That's not the case. There's a lot of people out there, likely millions of people who will pay you for that skill. So the whole goal here is to scale that skill to 10K, 30K, even 100K per month and beyond, okay? Because I've already done it. I went from 0 to multiple 6 figures, actually 7 figures, that's a typo. But building my own expert business, I'm going to show others how to do the same. This includes packaging your knowledge into a premium offer. That's going to be problem #1. Most of you have the product in your head. You just don't know how to put it together into a cohesive package so that someone else will actually want to buy it. Okay, there's a lot of psychology elements there. So you're going to turn your expertise into a sellable product. You're going to be building a simple client acquisition system. Now you need actual people to come and buy your thing. By the way, some of the stuff that we taught here already with affiliate marketing, same thing. The only difference is you have your own product, right? So same thing. You don't have to split income with anyone else. You have more control over it. You have more confidence in it because it's yours. Right? It's your beautiful baby that you built yourself. You don't have to worry about this scammy affiliate thing that you're trying to sell. Creating digital courses, creating memberships, creating done-for-you expertise. This is a real path to multiple streams of income. There's way too much affiliate stuff out there. It's like, hey, have multiple streams of income. That's very hard in affiliate marketing. But when you have an expert business, it's very easy to take one thing that you built and then break it into multiple price points, multiple levels, memberships. You guys see it even with me. I have memberships. I have like lower ticket courses, higher ticket courses, done for you products. So many things that you can like monetize when you figure out what it is you do that's really good, etc. Right? So adding software, automation around your skill, that helps a ton. And yes, you can also use affiliate marketing as a supplement, but not a foundation. Maybe there's something you don't want to create yourself, but something you absolutely love and you would like to send some of your customers to that product or service. That's the proper way to do affiliate marketing. So that becomes an extra stream of income for you. I still to this day have a huge System.io piece of pad for like the few months that I really wasn't doing anything. System.io was sending me a check every month because I have a lot of affiliates that I recommended to System.io, so I was receiving a lot of passive income. But it's an after effect, right? It's a supplement to what I already do. But through the storm and through the time off that I took, it helped a ton. That's the right way to do affiliate marketing. By the way, I'm having an interview with System.io pretty soon as one of their top affiliates. So keep an eye out for that. I'll post it on my YouTube channel. I was really excited about that. But that's it. Simple as that. And I didn't even promote System.io. For those of you who don't know, it's a funnel building software. I didn't even promote it like up front, meaning like you didn't see me like every day, like System.io is just a side part of what I already do. It's like, hey, get this software. And people trust me and they like my products, they like my programs. So like, okay, I'll get that because I believe what this guy's saying. And I still recommend it. I think it's a great software. Okay, so this is about ownership. This is about real profit. And this is how you stop giving away 60% of the pie and keep the full plate yourself. Okay, what this means for you, if you're sitting there thinking, I don't think I have a skill, or I don't know what I'm good at, trust me, you do. Like I said, I promise you, I've never met anyone who's not skilled at anything. It's not possible. Okay, you've learned something in your life. So you have something inside right now that other people are desperate and want to learn. Sometimes it takes an outside perspective to identify it. Sometimes it takes the right questions. Sometimes it takes someone who's already built this model to help you see the value in what you already have. And that's where I come in.
Joel is retired from teaching affiliate marketing. But if you want your own powerful digital offer, join the 3-day challenge below. Let's go!